Don't worry, your volume's working just fine. That was just a simple, dry, very, very dumb joke to get your all's attention today. Anyway, my name's Jarrod Wesley. Thank you for watching my intro video today. I want to start out just by telling you kind of where I've been these last, I guess, 4 to 5 years of my life. Like I said, I'm only 22 years old, so I'm pretty young. I just graduated from Morehead State University with a degree in convergent media. And basically what that is if you aren't familiar with that degree, is it's just all forms of media put together, hence the term multimedia. So I learned how to work with, whether it be broadcasting or journalism or filming, editing videos, putting all sorts of media into one so that I can basically use all of that to get a job in whatever field that may be. So first of all, one thing that's very, very important to me, and it almost sounds cliche for a guy to just say this all the time, but I really mean it. I genuinely mean this. I am very, very passionate about sports, and not just in the sense for I want to get up and watch a game today and then just be done with it, but I've made an effort to make it a part of my life productively for the last 3 to 4 years. A great example of that is I just finished, like I said, I finished college at Morehead State, and my entire 4 years there, I worked as a sportscaster in the radio station at Morehead State Public Radio. And basically what I did there was I compiled a sportscast. So I would get local stories from Morehead, the high schools, and also nationally, and I would write stories, get sound, edit it myself, and then every single day I would do a live sportscast on the air. And that was, without a doubt, the best job I've ever had. I've only had about 2 or 3 jobs, but that was without a doubt the best one I've ever had, and it's something that I could see myself doing in the future. And I just love sports so much. I've written some blogs myself, just randomly, just some random sports blogs, just honestly, just for my own entertainment, to further my own skills. Not a lot of people read them. I kind of just gave them to my friends and let my family see them. But that was just another example of something that I did to further my knowledge of sports. And last summer, I interned at a TV station, WKYT, in Lexington, Kentucky, in the sports department. And what I did there was I learned the trade. Basically learned that they film everything themselves, they edit everything themselves, and then they go and produce it live. And that was a very, very, very fun experience for me, getting to work with people that I've grown up watching my entire life. And I became pretty good at it, and I think they were pretty pleased with what I did, and we've kept a good relationship. So anyway, those are just a little bit of examples of what I've done to make sports one of my biggest passions, a part of my life, productively. And also, number two, I guess, education is important to me as well. That's why I'm taking this class. That's why we're all taking this class. I'm not really sure if I want to completely get into the sports thing, or if I want to teach maybe at a community college, or maybe do something combining the two of them. And that's why I like this class, because we're all doing discussion boards every day. We're applying with each other, kind of feeding off of each other, and that's a good learning environment, because if somebody disagrees or agrees with somebody, we can tell each other that. So this is a very, very it's an interesting class to me, and I'm looking forward to the remaining, whatever we have, 4 weeks, I guess, of this class. So education is important to me as well. And finally, just maybe a trait that I want to mention to you guys. I feel that I'm a very persistent person. Once I start something, I don't like quitting. I like to see it to fruition. Here's a picture of me with some of my fellow counselors at a church camp that I worked 3 years ago, called Camp Caleb. And I just wanted to show you all that as a quick example. I know we're short on time, but a quick example of me not giving up on something. I'd never been with kids that much. I'm not a big fan of kids. But I was the sole provider, I guess, caregiver to these children. We all had our own cabins for 5 days straight, and then we'd get a day break and then go another 4 days, or 4 weeks. That was tough. I almost quit a couple of times. Had some moments where I'd really just said I'm going to go home, but I said nope, I'm going to see this to fruition like I said I was going to, and I did so, and it was the most rewarding thing I've ever done, and I'm a true believer that if something gets tough, finish it out, because it's rewarding in the end, and you're going to regret it if you don't do that. So I plan to do that with this class as well. So I thank you very much for watching this. I hope I didn't go too far over on time. But again, I'm Jarrod Wesley. Glad to meet you. Glad to meet you guys. I've enjoyed watching your all's videos so far too. Have a great day, and again, I look forward to the rest of these 4 weeks of class.